Hi, and welcome to the April edition of 71 Magazine. I'm your host, John Bryant, and in the studio with me today is Rick Miller. He's United States Postal Service carrier here in Owensboro. And today we're going to be talking about their annual food drive. Rick, welcome to the show.
Thanks, John.
So this year we're discussing the USPS annual food drive. Is this event just taking place in Owensboro? Is this something?
No, this is nationwide, and it's the largest one-day food drive in America.
Oh, wow.
So post offices nationwide are taking part in this, and Owensboro has a good tradition of participating since the very beginning.
Gosh, and I know we didn't talk about this, but do you know how much food is collected across the United States?
Last year alone, nationwide, we collected 71 million pounds. And just locally in Owensboro, we had 33,000 pounds.
Oh my goodness, that is excellent. That's a lot of food.
Certainly is.
That's wonderful, though, and it's obviously going to a good cause that we'll get into. Okay, so you said last year you collected how much?
33,000 pounds.
Okay, and what is the goal for this year?
30,000 pounds.
Oh, okay.
We had a good year last year, and it might be hard to top, so 30,000 pounds will be a very good year.
Okay. Why was last year a good year?
We had a big corporate donation.
Oh, okay. So in other words, this isn't just for individuals. If a corporation would like to get involved and give something, then they can.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Okay. Okay, so how do the viewers participate? What do they need to do?
It's as simple as getting canned goods, putting them in a plastic bag and hanging it on the mailbox, and the letter carrier will take it from there.
Okay, so I have a house that has a mailbox on the side, on the front door next to the wall. I can just put the bag below it, and then obviously the Postal Service will know that that's what that's for. Okay, what types of food are you collecting for this drive? Give me some examples.
Non-perishable is the general term. Canned goods, dry goods, but we cannot use anything in glass containers or any food that's outdated.
Okay. So really, people are going to be best served to go with the canned foods like the vegetables and maybe cereals, things of that nature that are dry goods. Okay, excellent. Listen, the logistics for that day must just be crazy. I mean, to try to coordinate all of this, where are they storing all this food while they're collecting it?
Well, the logistics are pretty impressive.
I bet.
And we don't really store the food at all because we collect it all in one day. The carriers bring the food in from all over the city, and we collect it at the Salvation Army on Ewing Road. At that point, we weigh it, divide it out into 7 equal piles, and at the end of the day, we draw a number to see which organization gets which pile, and that very same day, the food goes out the door and back to the food pantries of the individual nonprofits.
Okay. So a carrier, let's say he is in his vehicle, he's got enough room to hold all the food that he's going to collect on his route that day?
Well, sometimes we're fortunate and the carrier has to make a couple of trips.
Okay.
And we also have volunteers, civilian volunteers that go on the street to help the letter carriers.
Okay.
So if you see someone in civilian clothes gathering food, they're legitimate.
Okay, they're not stealing it, they're helping the Postal Service gather it.
Right.
Okay, so you said the food, so is it a predetermined, the organizations that are going to receive the food of that day?
Yes, it is predetermined. We would like to dispense to more organizations, but we've found that the more ways you split up 33,000 pounds, the less the organization gets. So we keep it to 7 organizations, and until somebody drops out, we just don't have another organization to add.
Would it be unfair to ask you to name those organizations?
Oh, I'd be glad to.
Okay.
They are Crossroads, King's Table, Journey Fellowship, Centro Latino, Eaton Memorial Baptist Church, Oasis, and Salvation Army.
Okay.
And the United Way of the Ohio Valley is a key player. They don't receive any food, but they help us with publicity and many other ways. So.
Okay. Well, excellent. What a great program. It really is. Okay, I'm going to throw you a curveball here. Let's say somebody's got a P.O. box and they don't have a mailbox on their house. Can they still give?
Sure. Just put the food in a plastic bag, and if you find a mail truck on the street, you can leave it by the door of the mail truck, and the letter carrier will get it when he gets back to his truck. Or you can drive to the Salvation Army, pull up in the parking lot, and hand the bag out the window. You don't even have to get out of your car.
Oh, okay. Well, great, great. That means that people can just drive by. I mean, especially now you're doing this all across the entire area you service. So this is going to be in the county too.
It is going to be in the county, and if you're making your donation through a rural carrier, it's important that you hang the bag on the mailbox, because when the letter carriers pull up there, and if they have to get out of their car to get the bag, that really creates, if they have to do this a few hundred times, it's just much easier if the bag is hanging on the mailbox and they can bring it straight through the window.
Otherwise that poor fella or woman is going to be out there all night trying to get this mail delivered. Right. If they have to get out of their vehicle, every time to pick up the bag. So, well, good. That's good advice. How many years has the post office been involved in this program?
The post office has been doing this for 24 years. Owensboro has been involved for 23 years, so we go right back to the early days.
Okay. Now, how long have you been doing this? Because this is something that you do over and above your job. What is your responsibility in this, Rick?
Well, this is my 5th year, and I just try to keep it simple, keep it efficient, so that we can get the most out of the donations and make the most of the volunteers' time. Because we appreciate every donation and every volunteer that helps.
Okay. So is there other fellows or ladies at the Postal Service that help you out in this?
Oh, it's everyone at the post office. It's sponsored by the National Association of Letter Carriers, Branch 234, of which I'm a member. But we have support from the rural carriers, from the clerks, and from management. We have a new postmaster this year who's very supportive. His name is Deanna Ashley, and it's a team effort.
Yeah, that was a nice article in the paper too about the new postmaster. I was glad to hear that. Okay, so what is the date of the drive, and how can people get additional information if they need any?
The date for the food drive is Saturday, May 14th, and if you need more information, you can give me a call at 270-302-8548.
Okay, well, Rick, thanks for joining me today, and good luck. I hope you guys surpass your goal. I hope you beat 33,000. I think
so.
That would be excellent. Okay, thanks. Stay tuned. Up next, we're going to be with Tim Ross with the City of Owensboro. We'll talk about all the events happening this summer. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.